panel. Paul, we're going to start with you. Once upon a time, you were in office. Now you're an agency. You've been on that journey for now, I guess, almost 2 years, year and a half plus. Tell us about the state of the state and all the great work going on at the Army.
Absolutely, Luke, and thanks for having me. Time flies. We're actually just about to hit 3 years since the Enterprise Cloud Management Office was first stood up, now in the agency. And that happened in January of 2021, because we shifted the strategy from a kind of a point in time thing, being more of a management top-down way of doing business in the then CIO G6. And now it's an agency executing real-time services for the Army. We see the criticality when it comes to the adoption at scale. And so we also see the enduring need for the capability as well. We've done a number of things in the last 3 years, most notably with the stand-up of C Army. We pushed for, hey, we need to have a multi-tenant secure environment in which essentially any customer of the United States Army can deploy their system into the cloud. Because prior to C Army, everyone was just kind of doing it on their own. And so that's been live now for 2.5 years. So a lot of great news, success stories coming out of there. The first, the ERPs we've talked about many times, but now over 150 systems working through the process of the CMET process, just about to hit 100 customers that are actually building or also operational and live within the environment itself. And we're also moving and have been moving for the last year for the adoption of OCONUS Cloud. And so how we actually field cloud computing capabilities, OCONUS, to support predominantly a number of exercises that we've had, leveraging our mission command systems. And so we moved on this idea of a tactical cloud about a year ago, born out of the 101st Division, led by 18th Airborne Corps, and really kind of taken to scale, if you will, across each one of the corps now. And so we've got 18, 1st, 3rd, and 5th Corps that are all using cloud computing for mission command. And what that's done is it's created a new feedback loop for really requirements. And we've talked about this a lot in the federal space of, we kind of get requirements wrong. And really my point to the team has always been the lead time for how feedback is gathered from the actual field before it becomes a hard requirement, funded, and then delivered just takes entirely too long. And so establishing quick feedback loops between Forces Command as well as PEO C3T, the people building these capabilities for mission command, and then quickly fielding it with cloud computing has shown immense value. And so we're now taking that to scale. And then finally, just a few other good news stories is how we're able to leverage the capacity and scale of the cloud to support the total Army is in the past has always been a hardware challenge and a geographic location challenge. And we're now live for when it comes to delivering Google Workspace. So we ensure that all soldiers have emails, so we can deprecate the old Defense Enterprise email solution. But we've also moved on our Bring Your Own Device project. So anyone with a mobile device can have access to secure information all the way up to Impact Level 5. And what this has done is truly democratized our abilities to use any type of equipment that we have, whether it's yours or whether it's government furnished, for people to be able to do their job. And then we're leaning into that even further with delivering virtual desktop for the entire Army, currently in user acceptance testing. And so I learned a lot from like what Lewis and the Navy has done, but taking it to scale for the entire Army and truly trying to empower our soldiers, civilians with the actual capabilities that they need and lowering the barrier to entry when it comes to doing their job. And we just see the online on-demand capacity of cloud computing just continually to demonstrate value and being an enabler of that. So a number of really good things that we've been moving on in the last 3 years.